So Umacele and Usamke finally get to hospital. Remember, they were having a lunch date where Umacele told Usamke what is happening with her man's health, and they finally get to hospital before any other wives see her. And they meet Ulwandle, which obviously Ulwandle met Usamke at Macele's house not so long ago before that incident. Now, what was actually interesting is I noticed that there were certain kids which were present to see Samke, and there were certain kids which were not present to see Samke. The only kids which I saw who were not there were the younger kids of Umayeni, who were not there, as well as the kids of Umangwabe. And I feel like Umacele did that because obviously she knew that those kids would obviously tell their mom, especially Umangwabe's oldest daughter, and that would have obviously gotten Umacele in a lot of trouble because she would have felt offended that her kids meet her before she meets her, especially when she's totally against it. Now, the other person who was there was Umpilo. And I know for a fact Umpilo went to go and tell her mother what actually happened and the fact that she's so young. I can just imagine that conversation between Umpilo and Makumalo. So it was actually very surprising that Ulwandle was so nonchalant about seeing Usamke there. And anyway, Usamke did warn us that, hey, fear the boy child, because even if Usamke had gone to the hospital without Umacele being there, he most likely would have never said anything to Umacele that, hey, another wife was there. So that's why guys like going around with their sons, because their sons keep the secrets. Now, Usamke was very shocked to see her man in such a state. She's never seen Umusa look weak. In fact, she mentions that even when he had flu, his cough was never something which was hectic. Now, I don't know what she was expecting because you are dating an old man. You know, this guy is 20 plus years older than you. He is in his 50s. He is nearing retirement. And in fact, she should start being worried about arthritis next because Umusa is not exercising from what we are seeing. He's not eating healthy from what we are seeing because he has umkaba, which means that he has high visceral fat around his organs. So besides the fact that these women are stressing him out and most likely stressed of finances as well, but his health and his lifestyle is not actually attributing to anything which is positive to his overall health. And we can obviously see this because he eats most high fatty foods. Now, Umusa doesn't smoke, he doesn't drink, thank God. I'm sure the situation would have even been worse, but I don't think he is actually looking at what he's digesting as well as he's exercising. Now, he is someone who's always on the move. He is now also dating a young girl who most likely likes restaurants and, eating out, and he eats pap and meats. And unfortunately, that lifestyle has to be done in moderation, and it's actually a important conversation, especially as people of color, especially us black people. We need to actually realize that when it comes to high or BP or cholesterol or diabetes, it actually affects us more because we actually don't look after, or we don't take care of our health from an early age. I remember seeing this one video where they were talking about how go to an old age home and look at those people who are actually walking and not using a wheelchair and ask them what they were doing when they were younger, they will either tell you they were an athlete or they used to be someone who runs marathons or very active. And it's very important that we need to take care of our health, because why is she shocked? When you get older, your muscles, your organs, things are not going to function the way they did 5, 10 years ago, unfortunately. you know as well as we also need to have a conversation about how we as black people don't actually check up on our health, because I feel like had Umusa done regular checkups, it would have been something which would have actually been noticed. Because when you do a full body checkup, one of the things they check is your BP, and if it's high, that's when they start doing additional tests. They start telling you change your lifestyle, they start monitoring your health. And I feel like Samseleku truly did not take care of his health. I mean, he is a guy, you know how guys are as well. But I think this episode that has been playing about his health is really educating us and reminding us the importance of taking care of our health. Now, they obviously could not see him for a long time. Even Umusa said, hey, it took a lot of guts for her to come and see him. You could see that he was very happy to see his new lover. And they obviously had to rush out. And when they rushed out, that was when Umakumalo was actually coming into the hospital, and Usamke had to actually go the other side, making it seem like she was just an ordinary person going out of the hospital, and Umakele paused Umakumalo, not saying anything. Now, Umakumalo, we noticed, did take a bit of offense to that, because she's like, normally they would have like a small chat, but she noticed that she was just minding her business. She gave her a cold hi and left. But obviously, Umakele was doing this because she had to make sure that Usamke leaves the premises before any other wife actually comes on board. But anyway, we have come to the end of today's video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that post notification bell down below. Till next time, love and light. Mwah. Bye.